Evening, ladies and gents, how are you doing? I've had a few days off, but fortunately, the raving lunatics that run the world have still been providing me with comedy gold to come back to. Because look what's trending on Twitter today. There on the right, you can see Explore is violence mars the Notting Hill Carnival. Violence at the Notting Hill Carnival. Oh, and also Taliban bans women's voices and faces. Yeah, because if you're Owen Jones or a Fua Hirsch or a BBC journalist, you can jam 10 million square pegs through round holes and convince yourself that a Bronze Age ideology, which is right there in black and white for the entire world to read, is actually empowering of women, despite the fact very devout practitioners have said Bronze Age ideology often melt women's lips off with acid and beat them up if they learn how to read. But we're not going to talk about that one today. As comical as that might prove, because the Notting Hill Carnival's been going on, and that always provides us with comedy gold. For example, here's a clip from a couple of years ago, I believe, and caveat, nobody was seriously injured, it's merely hilarious. I hope they got billed for both the medical treatment and the bus shelter. Shall we have a quick roundup of what's gone on so far this year? Oh, I'll just quickly mention it for those of you that are foreign and aren't aware of this. The Notting Hill Carnival is, I believe it's been going on since about the 50s, and it's supposed to be a street party to celebrate Caribbean culture. Yeah, and there's loads of that there. There's nothing says culture to me like flash frying a chicken using a blowtorch and then covering it in barbecue sauce and expecting me to believe it's a delicacy. And even the chickens are hard out there. Have you tried chewing a chicken from somewhere where they aren't actually responsibly farming them? It's like gnawing on boiled leather. I would rather enjoy a pube sandwich than a jerk chicken one. Funny old thing scrolling through the Metropolitan Police's Twitter page today. It's like flicking through a series of young adult slasher novels. And a 32-year-old woman who was stabbed at the carnival yesterday remains in a critical condition. Below is a message from DAC Adi Adialagalakan. It says, yesterday we saw the first day of carnival marred by unacceptable violence and 3 people were stabbed and we only very narrowly avoided a fatality. And an update from Sky News at 1400 today, that's Monday the 26th, says the police are tired of saying the same words as Notting Hill Carnival is marred by violence again. You know what words I'm tired of saying? I told you so. I'm sick of saying it. Well, actually, no, I'm chippy enough to enjoy saying it no matter how grim things get. But it is staggering that it takes people like me to point out the obvious. When if you've got the brains of a pull-along duck, you can see what's going to happen every year they do this. And there's something else obvious, a point I want to make. If this was a carnival or any form of street party associated with, I don't know, someone like Tony Romo or Nigel Farage, or even just Jacob Rees-Mogg for that matter, it'd be banned. It'd be banned outright. Because every year there's hundreds of arrests, dozens of stabbings, and a mass amount of sexual assault, theft, crime, basic degeneracy. Every year. So just ban it. But they won't ban it. Do you know why? Because the people that go to it don't look like me. Oh yeah, and one final thing. Look at the coverage by the journalists. This is fantastic. This is like the Bravo Lima Mike protests, mass riots. Because check this out. Luke Radkowski retweeted this. Lol, people are being knifed, but it's mostly peaceful. Ha ha ha, this is not a meme. It's a real news report. I mean, he's half right. It's Sly News, so it's technically a real news report, but nobody who hasn't got a head full of horse shit thinks that Sky News is actually a real news company.
They've given us an update that they've made 38 arrests and recovered 4 knives. And they said a man believed to be in his 20s has been stabbed. His injuries are not life-threatening. But overall, it's been a really peaceful and enjoyable day for people.
38 arrests, 4 knives, and a woman nearly dead. But it's been mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful. When Tony Romo and Carl Benjamin and all the rest of them got together in London a few weeks ago, there was about 100,000 people there. And I don't believe there was maybe like 2 arrests or something. It was extremely peaceful, and they described that as a nasty, boorish, thuggish, far-right rally. 100,000 people getting together, nobody kicked off, nobody got knifed. But that there, where you've got 38 arrests, numerous stabbings, someone almost died, and knives getting confiscated of everyone, and they say, oh yeah, it was mostly peaceful. Yeah, mostly peaceful. It's ludicrous at this point that anyone is labouring under the delusion that the mainstream media is telling you anything like the truth. And the only thing to me Sly News and the BBC provide me with is comedy gold for my YouTube channel, because Charlie Chaplin couldn't direct funnier shit than the things we see on our news networks in the UK. And it's the same here in the US, but I think I'd have to do another video entirely to focus on CNN, MSNBC, and all the rest of them out here. Oh yeah, and Channel 4. Let's have it. Channel 4 is unbelievable. I think Jon Snow and all them at Channel 4, Kathy Newman, they're 2 steps left of Chairman Mao, them lot. It's a mad state of affairs. But anyway, I've got to take off. I've got to go to work, so that's me for the day. Sorry for the short one, but I've had a busy weekend. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please like and share it if you can be bothered, and I'll see you very soon. Take it easy. Toodle pip. Cheers.